The Philadelphia Eagles have selected USC quarterback Matt Barkley with the 98th overall pick in the 2013 draft. This comes as a huge surprise to many Philadelphia Eagles fans, including myself. I felt that head coach Chip Kelly would gravitate toward the more mobile quarterback, and Ryan Nassib was still on the board when the Eagles selected Barkley. However, you must take geography into consideration. When coaches play against, coach around, or coach the player themselves, they're going to be more familiar and more comfortable drafting or signing that player. Case in point, in the second round, the Eagles drafted tight end Hurts out of Stanford. Well, Stanford was the only team to beat Oregon last year. They knocked them out of the BCS title contention. So naturally, Chip Kelly's impressed. Not only does he play USC and have access to all the press surrounding Matt Barkley, but he really doesn't know much about Ryan Nassib, who played all the way on the East Coast. So, to support that theory, the New York Giants, who don't play very far from Syracuse, at least they're on the East Coast in the same state, draft Nassib. You would think in this age of communication and scouts that geography wouldn't play such a role, but clearly it does. Now, if I'm a Nick Foles fan, I'm feeling a little bit better. I myself am a Michael Vick guy, and I'm very interested to see how or what will happen to Vick's career under this Chip Kelly exciting, fast-paced system. However, Chip Kelly did say this is an open competition. Not everybody believed him. They felt that Nick Foles would be jettisoned out of here, that he'd be cut or traded. However, picking Matt Barkley, a guy who doesn't run very well, but is more of a get rid of the ball quick type passer like Foles, makes this very interesting as to what Chip Kelly's philosophy is. He really is going to not marry himself to one system or type of quarterback, just as he said all along. So this is clearly an open competition at quarterback for the Eagles. Now, as far as Matt Barkley, the player, just remember 1 year ago, he was a Heisman Trophy candidate going into the season before he injured his shoulder and USC didn't play very well as a team. So he did make a mistake not coming out, because he would have been a top 10 pick last year, and now he's on the bubble and is going to be playing for a lot less money during his first contract, but it's a high reward, low risk deal for the Eagles, because if he is that quarterback that everybody thought he was a year ago, then you could potentially have a quarterback of the future, and if not, you part ways. The New York Giants did get an excellent quarterback in Ryan Nassib. Now, they really don't need one, because quarterback Eli Manning is the most durable quarterback in the NFL. He has not missed a single start since taking over for Kurt Warner in the 2004 season. This guy's got 2 Super Bowls. Maybe he wants to ride off into the sunset after he wins his 3rd, play another 4 or 5 years, and then hand the ball over to Nassib. Will Nassib have the patience like Aaron Rodgers did to sit behind Brett Favre and learn? We'll see. I personally was hoping the Eagles would take Nassib because he reminds me of a young Donovan McNabb. He looks just like him in that uniform. He's built, he runs powerfully, not just fast, and he's got a nice arm. Now, why his own coach Dick Marrone didn't take him up in Buffalo, that remains to be seen, but they did get a good quarterback in E.J. Manuel over there with the Bills. In other NFL draft news of note, the Green Bay Packers, they selected running back Eddie Lacy out of the Alabama Crimson Tide program, national champion. This guy is big, a powerful runner that'll help balance the offense for Green Bay, who last year had a great passing offense behind who I think is the best passer in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers, who, by the way, just signed the biggest quarterback contract, or the biggest contract in NFL history. Now, Matty Ice and Matthew Stafford may have something to say to that. It seems like every quarterback contract becomes the biggest contract in history, what have you. So, there you have it. Green Bay balances its offense out by signing or drafting Eddie Lacy out of Alabama. The Giants get a backup quarterback in Ryan Nassib from Syracuse, and the Eagles take Matt Barkley with the 98th pick in the 2013 draft.